doing, future Joshua? How are we doing? Yes, we are going. Probably turn this up a smidge, okay. Okay. I think we're good. So, hello. That seems a bit bright. Is that? Oh no. Okay. There we go. Hello. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. We are here in Morrowind. Which I did not intend to stream ever. I thought I would play it once and go straight back to Oblivion Remastered. But seemingly it has completely taken over when I'm in the mood for something story-y. So we are carrying on, I guess, exactly from where we left off. I wish I remembered where that was, but we will soon find out. From what I remember, we are doing the main quest. We are yet to join a faction or anything like that. And our main quest right now, why are we here at Moonmoth? I do not remember. Was it because we were waiting to level up? I don't know. Nope, not that. Okay, I don't know. This is, oh my gosh. So everything is so much better now we've got this. It doesn't affect our magic, unfortunately. But it just means that our health and stamina slowly, super slowly regen. I don't know why we didn't get our magic back there. Yeah, so we are doing the main quest. We are trying to determine whether we are indeed the Nerevarine of the Nerevarine prophecy. I think, I mean, it was fairly obvious. As soon as they mentioned it, I was like, yeah, okay, that's going to end up being us, isn't it? We're going to be the chosen one. And to the game's credit, it is actually giving some kind of... It's not like Skyrim, where in the first half hour, you learn that you're the last Dragonborn. I have no idea why why are we down by Moonmoth? What was I thinking? I don't know. I'm looking for, where is Recall? Because this should bring us out. There we go. It should bring us out, right out. Is it the cat? Oh, yeah. So far in the main quest, we've done a lot of bullshit to find out information. And eventually, we found out that we got to go here. And we also found out that the Emperor thinks that we are the Nerevarine. That was the final nail in the mystery for me. when it turned out that the reason why we were spared at the very beginning of the game was because the Emperor himself thinks we're the Nerevarine. So I know technically we have to clear this dungeon thing for these people, and then they will accept us or whatever it might be. We'll see. But it's fairly obvious. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for there to be a big rug pull towards the end. Sadly, though, I do not think that will be the case. Right, first of all, we need to find our way back to the dungeon that I think last stream, oh, crumbs, we got one of these fellas. Okay, first combat of the game, I suppose. We don't have a ton of options here. Good start. No, we don't have, okay. Well, in that case, we've got to get poking. Okay. Yeah, we got to the dungeon, whatever it is, the ancestor burial thing. And we got, I don't know, halfway. And then we were carrying too much. Because it's really strange the way it works here in Morrowind. Blah, blah, blah. The more advanced tiers of armor and weapons, no matter what happens, they don't spawn in shops. So the only way to get good gear is in dungeons. Which I guess gives you a reason to do the dungeons in the first place, if you didn't want to do them. There's an actual, like, significant reason to do each one. So I think we got about halfway through, and we got this left pauldron, which protrudes from our robes in a fairly odd manner, but I'm learning to live with it. We also got glass greaves, which you can't actually see because we got the robe on. That was, I think it was basically double the armor resistance of what we had. And we also got these boots, which I don't think they were double, but they were a big improvement. So, oh, and we got the chest piece, which again it was nowhere near double, but I think even that was like 10 extra points at a minimum. So it is super, super, super worth us taking a bit of time. Sorry, I feel like I'm a bit essy. It usually goes after a while. But I hope everyone's had a good day. I hope everything has gone amazingly. My day's been okay. Here we go. Right, should we check the notes? Right, that feels like a good move. Hang on. Yeah, no, pre-roll is off according to Twitch. I don't want to get completely waylaid here. Right. Anyway, where were we? I must go to Urshulaku Burial Caverns to retrieve Bone Biter. Oh, I forgot about this bit. I don't know if we'll get that afterwards. The Bone Mould Longbow of Saul Metal's ancestor, Saul Senepool. Southeast of the camp. Halfway between the camp and the mountain. Right. That's the camp. That is the mountain. So, about... there, maybe. I think we've gone too far. What's that? East. Probably would be better if we do this during the day, right? So we can actually see where we're going. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, well... oh, no, that's not the... Right, I was going to say... this is a new place, then. I don't think we've been here. We've stumbled across some other zone. Let me check if I've got anything in my Morrowind notes about this. Hang on, what's it called? Nope. I have nothing in my notes, so I think we are good to explore. Although I don't super want to get waylaid if this turns out to be a long thing. Right. We have... Where's Night Eye? Let's actually see where we're headed, shall we? Much better. Ooh, what the shitting hell is that? Ooh, what is this? Jesus. Ooh, that wasn't a normal skeleton. Bone Lord. Holy shit. That was like something from Dark Souls. Well, we'll take all the family bone meal, because that's really good in alchemy. And I don't know where else we get it from. Probably going to piss off the ghosts that are here by doing that, but I'm pretty sure they'd be hostile anyway. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. We've come across these before. That Bone Lord, that was horrific. I don't know how much bone meal we need, but I know that we can't get it anywhere else. An iron spear, no thank you. Some common pants. No, you're all right. I don't want tomb pants, thank you very much. That didn't sound good, and my controller's vibrating. Oh, we got another Bone Lord. Ooh, okay. Well, let's be a bit sensible here, shall we? take that Bone Lord. Ooh. I don't know what's still damaging us. We're poisoned. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think we might die here. Do we? I think we have a spell. We have spells, but we don't have time to do that. We have... I mean, do we have a... Here we go. Cure poison. Perfect. And now we got time to heal. Perfect. What's our heal spell called? This one. Failed. And so it begins. Okay. Now let's get this so we can see where we're going. I mean, we're doing pretty well. Oh, okay. Yeah, we will take that. Thank you, Mr. Bone Lord. Sure, we'll take that. And more bone meal. At this point, we must have about 40 bone meal. Nope. Well, I'm not seeing anything particularly impressive down here. Although, I'll hold out until the end, whatever that might be. Here we go. Yeah, we'll take the free alchemy ingredients, thank you. Right. What I think we'll do... I've never tried doing this before. I got a telekinesis spell, thinking it would be awesome. And then I remembered, like, yeah, but there's no actual physics engine in this. So all it does, it means that you can click on stuff from further away. That is the telekinesis. But it should mean that we can open that from back here, yeah, and not get trapped. A shitty spear and a pretty shitty sword. We'll take the sword. But we will probably end up ditching it. If we get to the dungeon we're going to... Is this the end? Yeah. When we get to the one we're going to, I'm sure there's probably going to be a bunch more loot that is going to weigh a ton. So, that's a bit of buffer. We can drop that. Okie dokie. Well, at least it's sunlight. Right. So it's south-southeast, which I think we're way too far this way. Alchemy ingredient? No. That's what we're looking for, though. We're looking for a door like that. Oh, is that something that's going to attack us? Yep. Oh, at time. Okay. Well, I think we're back. My phone is just having a moment. It's having a little wobble. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Oh dear. I don't know. I think something. First of all, hello, hello. I hope you've had a lovely day today. I think something is afoot because I did the thing where it tells me when the next ad is going to be, and it said 9 minutes, fine, and then it said pre-roll ads are currently on, and that is not where I left it. But I figured, well, maybe when I enabled it, or I don't know. But I'll check. No, it's still, Twitch is still saying that I have pre-roll ads off. So I don't know. I don't know. What are we doing here? We are looking for bound spear. We haven't used that yet. We are looking for the dungeon with the ghosties. And we are yet to catch our first disease of the night, which is good, I guess. I don't want to go too far because see, there's the blimmin' camp. Right, well, I guess we can... how are they not freaking out that there's... They have that there, and over that ridge is a Daedric ruin. Like demons. Right, so at least we know where we're going now. Oh my gosh, is that a wild silt strider? Oh no. Oh no, that's one of our friendly netches. Hello, sir. How was your day? How's it going? Oh. Oh no, that was just our summoned weapon going. Right, well, at least we should come across the place we're headed. Not today, thank you. Okay, so good news. Because we've kind of got our weapon levels up a smidge since we started. I don't think we've got any above 50, and it's out of 100. But we are above 25 in most of them, which means that we can actually kind of reliably hit, which is good. What's that? And what is that? I don't know. I think someone's buried a rib cage or something. Right, we are looking for a mysterious doorway. And it's gonna be... Ooh, shit, what is that? Hello, sir? Are you a person? What? I don't really know what we're looking at here. Is that a person in a mask? Or is that like a wizard demon with like an elephant trunk? Okay, we are now about to die. Please tell me. Here we go. go. Right, so what was that? Oh, Jesus, now we've got one of these here as well. Anything else want to take a shot? Any other bullshit wildlife? No. Right. An ash ghoul. Ooh, well that's freaky. I don't know exactly what that was. I kind of don't want to know. Ooh, I don't think this is it. Abinabi. No, this is a new place. Right, well, I have nothing written down in my notes about this place. I kind of don't want to get... We've already been distracted once. And we are yet to find the dungeon we're actually looking for. I kind of... I kind of want to go in and see that. We can always leave. I mean, the place we got to earlier, that was, again, not the place we're actually supposed to be going to. And it was pretty short. It was like 3 enemies. And this looks a bit different, though. This is like a big cavern. Hello, sir. How can we help you? Ooh, corpus weeping. Do we want to take that? I mean, it's worth someone out there is paying 50 gold for that. Oh, and we've... Oh, is this another one of those... Oh, no. Who's this? Oh, it's paralysed us. Okay, here we go. An ash slave. Ooh. So we found... What was the one earlier? An ash... It wasn't ash slave. It was ash something. The thing with the trunk. Should probably heal. Can't rest as there's enemies nearby. Oh dear. Let's go... I don't want to use our enchanted short sword, because if there's another one of those wizards that reflects the effect back onto us, we can very easily find ourselves completely screwed. So I vote we go with... a summoned something. Here we go. Really need to sort out all our spells. We have so many crappy ones that are just clogging up the menu. Oh yeah, here we go. See, I saw you coming a mile off, friend. I knew you would try and pull some shit like that. I'm a little bit dubious about what we're going to find down here. Because we've never come across these ash slave enemies. Oh, someone's telling us we're going to die. We've got a naked dark elf lady. A dreamer. Wrapped corpus meat hunk. Right, see that is not worth any gold. So what does that mean? Wrapped corpus meat hunk. Is that junk? Okay, we should be back. We're not taking that. We will take that. I don't know what that's going to be used for, but we'll take it. I don't know how the dreamers are related to the corpus disease. I don't know if that's going to be explained as probably, right? Oh, this is maybe not good. This is really not good. Where's levitate? Here we go. Failed. This is not the time to fail. Here we go. So, nothing there? Okay, well, I guess that's this place. Where did we come from? This way? Yeah, I think. Ooh, well, we got a load of corpus meat hunks here. Is that something coming to attack us? Oh, is that another dreamer? Sorry, dude. But you are attacking us. Oh, we got more. Bonk him on the head. Send him to the long sleep, where he can dream as much as he wants to. Large rat. That's really freaky. I mean, I guess we'll take it. We can always drop it. But we have never seen this. We've never. I guess it makes sense. We haven't seen it in like a shop. They wouldn't be selling disease-riddled, like plague-carrying human meat. I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. Even in Elder Scrolls, that's going to be frowned upon. What's that bell? Ooh, what is this? I mean, it would really help if we could see. There was something that we could interact with that wasn't that. Oh, where's it gone? Well, Sixth House Bellhammer. Okay, well, it is hella heavy, but we will take it. We really need to rest so that we have enough magicka to be able to see where we are. That is a start. Not that it really... Oh. I mean, we'll what's the... See, I wish there was like an examine button like there is in later ones. I mean, should we use it? I mean, we can't hit. There we go. Oh, we... In one. Okay, maybe this is quite good. What I'll do... Oh, sugar, I mean, we might as well go back now and drop some of this stuff off. We don't want that and we don't want that. Yeah, we've only got 40 spare now. To be fair, I didn't know we'd come across a hammer that would weigh 75. That's crazy. And there we go. Oh, what are we being attacked by now? Another one. How are we over encumbered? No, why? No, I don't want the clubs. Why have we ended up with 4? Yeah, why does it... I don't want like 10 iron clubs. Oh, hang on. What would it be? Hang on. Let me concentrate. I don't know if we'll be able to go high enough. Oh, yeah, we can't go high enough. Because otherwise it would be... That's happy birthday to a person trapped in purgatory. What do we have here? Oh, this doesn't look pleasant. And I don't know why there's whispering and more human meat. Why do I feel like we've tangled with something we maybe shouldn't have here? This is really freaky. Can we hit it? Nope. I guess it is here purely to freak us out. Okay. Well, that was something. Let's go. I think that might be everything here. I can't see anything else. And I don't think there was any other ways, were there? So I think that might be everything for this place, luckily. I want to get as far away as possible from that creepy shrine. Oh, the whispers are back. You can hear that too, right? I'm not having a psychotic break. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't really surprise me, but no. Let's go. Here we go. Well, I guess we've cleared it, so we might as well rest again. Right. 12, so midnight. So here we go. Ashlands region. Is that... Oh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, we've got another new enemy. What is that? What the fuck is that thing? What? I don't even know what this... Like, is this a... It's not something to do with the Ash people. Is it a demon? Ooh. We've contracted Black Heart Blight. And now we can't move. Wonderful. Okay, well, shit. What do we do now? Black Heart Blight. I think somewhere, if we use... I mean, we can go back to Sadanin on the plus side. This should take us to the nearest temple, I believe. Where we should be... Oh, we can't move, can we? We literally can't move at all. 200... Okay. Do we... Please tell me we have a potion. Because if we don't have a potion, I don't know what we can do. Here we go. Result. Sometimes over-analysing and over-preparing could be a good thing. Yes, I greet you warmly too, good sir. Right. Nothing. Yeah. Refused. Okay. Let's do all our repairs. We have the... See, right. So I think it's technically cheaper if you pay someone to repair your equipment. But if you pay them and buy the hammers and then do it yourself, you level up your armory skill. And as a side product, you level up your strength. So if we have the money, we might as well. We're paying anyway. Does get kind of an... There we go. Thank you, Phil, for your custom. Where might we be headed now? We are... Where are we? Are we in Nissus? I think it said. Why can we still not see anything? I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. So we are looking for either a mage's guild where we can warp. What is this place? We haven't properly explored Nissus. Rats? I mean, are they... Oh yeah, they are hostile. I mean, I don't want to get sucked into another bloody dungeon. Is there any people here? can hear something. Something growling. Oh, nope. Right, let me check. Is this place something to do with a quest? Because I don't want to screw anything up if we kill these skeletons. I mean, can you kill a skeleton, or is it already dead? I don't know. I think this place is related to a quest. So I will... yeah, we'll leave those skeletons to it, shall we? How do we get out? I knew I shouldn't have tangled. This way? Yeah, okay. So, I think the Silt Strider is over here. Temple. We've been there. Not that it was very helpful. I thought the Silt Strider... Oh, yeah, here we go. Good job, brain. So, sometimes it works. Oh, and we can go straight to Sadanin. Absolutely perfect. I mean, we are beyond out of space in our tiny, tiny little shack. The floor at this point, what started as me going, oh yeah, we'll try and decorate the house, has now become, well, all the storage is full and we got to put it somewhere. It looked relatively thoughtful towards the start. Now it's a hoarder's paradise. Right, so these are some of our enchanted weapons. These are the more recent ones and the better ones, quite frankly. Although I haven't been through them, and that's our unenchanted ones. So we are dropping off. Where is it? I mean, it was pretty good. I'm kind of reluctant to give it up, but it weighs 75. Hello, hello, hello. And go for it. I don't know why that is the case. I'll chalk it up to yet another Twitch glitch. Yeah, where can we put this? I mean, I guess here with the unenchanted. But it feels a bit special. I don't know. I mean, we don't really have a lot of choice, do we? That thing is hefty. Kind of see why it weighs 75. I didn't realise quite how big it was. We only have about 100 carry weight spare. So I don't know if I'm carrying anything super heavy other than the alchemy stuff we couldn't get rid of. 65 bone meal. Yeah, we do not need to be carrying 65 bone meal. I think all of these are full, sadly. Oh, perfect. So what's that, about 120? We had 20 weight units of bone meal. Oh, I know what we've got a bunch of. Okay, so in the bucket, we can't put anything in there properly, but I've decided that this is where I'm going to put all our super heavy hides and the eggs. I mean, we have 30, that's 66 pound. I don't know why I'm saying pound. I don't know, kilograms. I don't know. 66 weight units of large eggs and about 12 of small eggs. So there is no way that we have the storage to do anything with this other than just drop it and try and remember that we put it here and hope it doesn't glitch into the floor or something, because that would be a little frustrating. Right, we got this one. That should be another 8. And then I think there's another one, another type of hide. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got 12 of those. So we'll ditch those two. Okay, so we've got 125. I guess I miscounted earlier. We do also have, we have the pieces of questionable meat that we got from that dungeon. Small, that doesn't weigh much. That doesn't really weigh that much. But the large one is 3. Feels a bit weird carrying that round with us as well. I mean, I imagine that probably smells. Don't really know what else to do with it, though. Because we don't have enough that they'll drop us a chunk, so we'll have 3. I mean, we could, if I go into decorator mode for a moment, we could maybe put it with the alchemy stuff and say we're trying to figure out a cure for the corpus disease. Oh no, okay, I didn't know it would be that big. Jeez. We can't really do anything. Right, let's go. Let's recall to the Ashalaku camp. Here we go. Failed. Right. Let's look at these instructions, because I've missed that. Twice in a row we've gone the wrong way. Southeast. Right. Now, I was a scout, so I did maps and shit like that. Southeast. So that's basically south with a teeny tiny bit of... That's... If it was a clock, it would be what, like 28 minutes? 27 minutes? So, I mean, first of all, we want to wait until we can see. That seems like priority number 1. Okay. South, southeast. So if southeast is, like, what would that be? 90 degrees, 125 degrees would be southeast. And it's more... Okay, so let's look at that arrow in the corner. I reckon if we stay on this trajectory, obviously, like, we can't go through that. But if we just follow the compass, we should find it. I mean, I've found it before. I think I found it once by accident. So it shouldn't be too far. That's a thing. I know that it's not a really long walk. Well, we've got something here. This might be the dungeon that we stumbled across earlier, though. We'll see. And I think this is the right place. Okay, before we go any further, let's do a save. Okay. Urshalaku Astral Burial. So I don't remember. We did, I want to say, like 4 chambers of this complex. I know we did the highest one, and I think we did the second highest one, but we didn't do like the low ones. I don't know if I'm misremembering though, so we'll check. First of all, if we can see where we're going. Ooh, and now we can see the skeleton that's right in front of us. And, oh no, it's still going. There we go. More bone meal. I mean, we have plenty of, but I don't know if we're ever going to use the amount of bone meal we've got. The alchemy, the way the alchemy stuff works in this is a lot less intuitive. Like, you can't search by effect or filter them or anything. There's a really good, I have it saved somewhere. Someone did a Google Doc that's got, you can see each alchemy. So, say we'll look at what's our first one. Ash Sultan, that's a bit too essy. Bitter green petals, that's better. Bitter green petals. We'd look on the we'd scroll down to B and then bitter green petals, and it would show. So this does. It can be used in restore intelligence, invisibility, drain endurance, and drain magicka. But if we go and try and do some alchemy, and we go, okay, let's go bitter green petals. It doesn't then filter for what those 4 effects were. So it was, what was it? It was 2 drains, invisibility, and something. I don't know. Whereas we'd be able to look on that and go, okay, well, to make a restore intelligence potion, these are the other ingredients. Invisibility, there's the other ingredients. So you can actually like use up the stuff. I don't know offhand any potions really. So I tend to do alchemy in a big batch. We collect a metric ton of ingredients. Oh, and we've taken a tumble. I think from what I remember, this place is very levitate heavy. Although I think now We're swimming. Here we go. What are we looking for? I think as well, I have torches because it's getting a little frustrating swapping. Oh, we only have... Okay, not great. So, yeah, from what I remember, I think we did... Is there an up? Maybe not there. Somewhere there's a lot of upper areas, and we did that. We're on the wrong side again, aren't we? Here we go. Are there potions that... there's... I don't know offhand what they are. Oh, we've got combat music. What was it? It was in... oh, yeah, no, that was for bitter green. Restore agility. Well, that's only good if something's drained it. Telekinesis we have a spell for, and it's pretty terrible. Drain fatigue. That's quite good. So we could use it to make a poison that drains the enemy's stamina, which means they can't attack us. So we could do that. It does have a use at some point. But there is no need for us to be carrying 65 of them around. Like, we're going into a dungeon. We're not going to the city to do some merchanting. But I can't help myself. If I see it there, we're going to take it. Okay, so the annoying thing is, when we were here the first time, we would have defeated all the enemies, the places we went to. Now I think they have probably respawned. So we have no way of knowing, aside from whether there's loot there or not, we have no way of knowing whether... I remember doing this. Ooh, I don't remember seeing this fella, though. We'll take that. Thank you very much. No, orcish boot. Maybe we did see him and we took the orcish boots. Because we have orcish boots on right now. And it's maybe a bit weird if they had an NPC with orcish boots and then one of the bits of loot later on is another pair. I don't know. That way? I don't know. We need to cut... Oh, sugar. Now we're drowning. That's not how we want to go. Where's... I said already, I really need to go through our spells. We have so many that we don't need, and it is just clogging up the menu so badly. This way? I don't know that we went... Do we look on the terrible map? Laterus. Right, I think maybe I wrote this down in the notes somewhere, the ones we went to. I am probably misremembering. God, we got so much to do. Thing is with this, I am only playing it on stream because I don't know what's gonna be. It's entirely new to me, so I don't know. it's not like the Avatar game where I'm like, okay, well, we'll do the story missions on stream, but running around trying to like get a superior quality tree branch, I think I'm maybe good to do that off stream. With this, we're doing everything on the stream. And we're doing that in Dark Souls now too. Right. Laterus Burial. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. So we don't need to go that way. I don't think. Oh. But that, okay. So we've been to the Laterus Burial. But there was, I'm remembering now, there was a door about halfway and then a door at the end. I think we did the door at the end. But then that's the one, I think, where we got the heavy stuff. So then we had to nip out. And now we're stuck in the water again. We do have, where's water walking? There we go. See where we're going. This way? Yes. If we can we get over that? Okay. Right, so we did... Yeah, we did Kafka. I think. Right, we are looking for Fragile. That's one that we didn't do. There we go. And once again, we are swimming unintentionally. Right, let me go back to Twitch. Okay. Oh, crumbs, I didn't notice we were literally about to drown. I mean, I guess we did save before we came in here, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but still not ideal. Right. So we need to find that one. Is that it here on the left? Yes. Okay, I can hear something. Right, let's start off with a bit of that. Can we rest? Because we don't have much magic. Okay. I think as well it might have unequipped our bloody amulet, which is... here we go. Just in case we do come across something in here, which it sounds like we will, I want to make sure that we have enough stamina to hit whatever it might be. We have another creepy mummy holding nothing. And we have another creepy mummy holding nothing. Well, that's a little disappointing, but maybe we cleared this one. I don't know. Did we go here? I don't know. I feel like those urns were maybe full of bone meal and we probably looted them. Is that somewhere we can go? No. Okay. Oh, well, we have a skeleton. So, do we try that way? I guess it's not going to drown, is it? Can a skeleton drown? I don't know. I don't know how they're alive. I don't know if it's magic or if they're like reanimated because their souls weren't at rest, or if it's a necromancer, or I don't know. Laterus. Hang on. I thought we did the Laterus. Oh, wait, hang on. Do we have water breathing? Yes, okay. Here we go. Is that a door? That looks very much like a door to me. Right, shall we do the telekinesis thing again? Because that actually works really well. Perfect. Oh, hang on, it's locked. And I don't want to accidentally drown us here. Right, one of our spells... Which one is it? This one. Okay, we can't see. Up here, which would be good timing before we drown. Okay, ooh. Okay. This looks like maybe it's going to be combat. So let's get our stuff maxed out. Let's have a little pre-battle snooze. And we'll make sure that's equipped. Gonna go, what should we go for? Do we just charge in? I don't think we really have another choice. I guess we could go... We could use the range to our advantage. He says, missing every single shot. And now we can't see. Oh, one skeleton down, I think. Yeah, we flat out can't see now. I can see that we're getting attacked. That's about it. Are we stunt locked? Return to the underworld. Wormlord. Ooh. Silver Viper Skewer. Ooh, a poison weapon. Ooh, well, we will take that. Thank you, Miss. So we've come across tonight, we've come across a Bone Lord and a Worm Lord. I don't know if there's any difference. I mean, one was like some kind of looked like Pinwheel from Dark Souls. That was just a straight up skeleton. We're gonna have to levitate. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that looks good. That is, I think, definitely an improvement. $42 for 12 weight to 62 for 9 weight. Hell yes. Looks like we're going green, folks. See what I mean? It's just straight up better. So it's a little frustrating that the only way to get it is by relying on coming across something in a dungeon, because the dungeon stuff doesn't respawn either. The enemies do, the loot does not. As far as I know. We have a book. Illusion skill increased, okay. What's this say, folks? Haven't read one of these out for a while. Oh, it'd help if I unmuted myself. Okay. I won't subject you to doing any kind of voices. How do we pronounce her name? Is it Gina? The Mystery of Princess Talara, Part 4? Yeah, Part 4. By Mira Lilkith. Gina never saw the Emperor's agent Lady Brasenia again, but she kept her promise. Prosecus, a Nightblade in the service of the Empire, arrived at Lord Strail's house in disguise. She was an apt pupil, and within days he had taught what she needed to know. It is a simple charm, not the sort of spell that could turn a raging Daedroth into a love-struck puppy, said Prosecus. If you do or say anything that would normally anger or offend your target, the power will weaken. It will alter temporarily his perception of you, as spells of the School of Illusion do. But his feelings of respect and admiration for you must be supported by means of a charm of a less magical nature. I understand, smiled Gina. thanking her tutor for the 2 spells of illusion he had taught her. The time had come to use her newfound skill. Oh, crumbs. The Prostitutes' Guildhouse of Camlawn was a great palace in an affluent northern quarter of the city. Prince Cylon could have found his way there blindfolded, or blind drunk, as he often was. Tonight, however, he was only lightly inebriated, and he resolved to drink no more. Tonight, he was in the mood for pleasure, his kind of pleasure. "Where is my favourite, Grigia?" he demanded of the guild mistress upon entering. "She is still healing from your last appointment. From your appointment with her last week," she smiled serenely. "Most of the other women are in with clients as well, but I saved a special treat for you, a new girl, one you will certainly enjoy." Feels like we're getting into smut territory here. The prince was guided to a sumptuously decorated suite of velvet and silk. As he entered, Jaina stepped from behind a screen and cast her spell quickly, with her mind open to belief as Prosecus had instructed. It was hard to tell if it worked at first. The prince looked at her with a cruel smile, and then, like sun breaking through clouds, the cruelty left. She could tell he was hers. He asked her name. "I am between names right now," she teased. "I've never made love to a real prince before. I've never even been inside a palace. Is yours very big?" "It's not mine yet," he shrugged, "but someday I'll be king." "It would be wonderful to live in such a place," Jaina cooed. 1,000 years of history. Everything must be so old and beautiful. The paintings and books and statues and tapestries. Does your family hold on to all their old treasures?" "Yes, hoarded away with a lot of boring old junk in the archive rooms in the vaults. Please, may I see you naked now?" "First, a little conversation, though you may feel free to disrobe whenever you like," said Jaina. "I had heard there was an archive room, but it's quite hidden away." "There's a false wall behind the family crypt," said the prince, gripping her wrist and pulling her towards him for a kiss. Something in his eyes had changed. "Your Highness, you're hurting my arm," Jaina cried. "Enough talk." Yeah. Well, there goes the monetization. "Enough talk, you bewitching whore," he snarled. Holding back a sharp jab of fear, Jaina let her mind cool and perceptions whirl. As his angry mouth touched her lips, she cast the second spell she had learned from her illusionist mentor. The prince felt his flesh turn to stone. He remained frozen, watching Jaina pull together her clothing and leave the room. The paralysis would only last for a few more minutes, but it was all the time she needed. The guild mistress had already left with all her girls, just as Jaina and Lord Strail had told her to. They would tell her when it was safe to return. She had not even accepted any gold for her part in the trap. She said it was enough that her girls would not be tortured anymore by that most perverse and cruel prince. Yeah, I think we're all good from now. I thought for a second that was going to get... because I think this game is technically not a mature rated game, which means the stream is not mature rated. What a terrible boy, thought Jaina as she raised the hood on her cloak and raced through the streets toward Lord Strail's house. It's good he'll never be king. The following morning, the king and queen of Camlawn held their daily audience with various nobles and diplomats, a sparse gathering. The throne room was largely empty. It was a terribly dull way to begin the day. Oh, there goes the timer. Okay, hang on. And we should be back. Where did we get to? In between petitions, they yawned regally. What has happened to all the interesting people? The Queen murmured. Where's our precious boy? I've heard he was raging through the North Quarter in search of some harlot who robbed him. The King chuckled fondly. What a fine lad. And what of the royal battle mage? I've sent him to take care of a delicate matter. The King knit his brow. But that was nearly a week ago, and I haven't heard one word from him. It's somewhat troubling. Indeed it is. Lord Errol should not be gone so long, the Queen frowned. What if a rogue sorcerer came and threatened us? Husband, don't laugh at me. That is why all the royal houses of High Rock keep their mage retainers close to their side, to protect their court from evil enchantments, like the one that our poor emperor suffered so recently. At the hand of his own battle mage, chuckled the King. Lord Errol would never betray you like that, and you well know it. He has been in your employ since you were Duke of Aloyne. To even make that comparison between he and Jagar Tharn, really, the Queen waved her hands dismissively. It's that sort of lack of trust that's ruining kingdoms all over Tamriel. Now, Lord Strail tells me, there's another man that's gone missing, mused the King. The ambassador, the Queen shook her head. No, he's here. He was desirous to visit the crypts and pay homage to your noble ancestors, so I directed him there. I can't think what's keeping him so long. He must be more pious than I thought. She was surprised to see the King rise up, alarmed. Why didn't you tell me? Before she had a chance to reply, the subject of their conversation was coming through the open door to the throne room. On his arm was a beautiful fair-haired woman in a stately gown of scarlet and gold, worthy of the highest nobility. The Queen followed her startled husband's gaze and was likewise amazed. I had heard he was taken with one of the harlots from the flower festival. Not a lady, she whispered. Why, she looks remarkably like your daughter, the Lady Gilia. That she does, the King gasped, or her cousin, the Princess Talara. The nobles in the room also whispered amongst themselves. Though few had been at court 20 years ago when the princess had disappeared, presumed murdered like the rest of her royal family, there were still a few elder statesmen who remembered. It was not only on throne that the word Talara passed through the air like an enchantment. I don't know if that makes sense either. Lord Strail, will you introduce us to your lady? The Queen asked with a polite smile. In a moment, Your Highness, but I'm afraid I must first discuss pressing matters. Lord Strail replied with a bow. Might I request a private audience? The King looked at the Imperial Ambassador, trying to read into the man's expression. With a wave of his hand, he dismissed the assembled and had the doors shut behind them. No one remained in the audience room but the King, the Queen, the Ambassador, a dozen royal guards, and the mysterious woman. The Ambassador pulled from his pocket a sheaf of old yellow-wed parchment. Your Highness, when you ascended the throne after your brother and his family were murdered, anything that seemed important, deeds and wills, were of course kept with the clerks and ministers. His entire incidental, unimportant personal correspondence was sent to the archive, which is standard protocol. This letter was among them. "What is this all about, sir?" the king boomed. "What does it say?" "Nothing about you, your majesty. In truth, at the time of your majesty's ascension, no one reading it could have understood its significance. It was a letter to the emperor, the late king your brother was penning at the time of his assassination, concerning a thief who had once been a mage priest at the temple of Sathiti here in Camlawn. His name was Jagar Tharn." "Jagar Tharn?" the queen laughed nervously. "Why, we were just talking about him." Tharn had stolen many books of powerful and forgotten spells, and lore about such artifacts as the Staff of Chaos, where it was hidden and how it could be used. News travels slowly to westernmost High Rock, and by the time the king, your brother, had heard that the emperor's new battle mage was a man named Jagar Tharn, many years had passed. The king had been writing a letter to warn the emperor of the treachery of his imperial battle mage, but it was never completed. Lord Strail held up the letter. It is dated on the day of his assassination in the year 385, 4 years before Jagar Tharn betrayed his master and began the 10 years of tyranny of the imperial simulacrum. God, this is going on forever. Oh, hang on, we got an ad break. Good, I can get my breath. This is kind of a bit more boring than I was hoping when it started. Okay, and we should be back. I think we're nearly at the end. This is all very interesting. This is all very interesting, the king barked. But what has it to do with me? The late king's assassination is now a matter of imperial concern, and I have a confession from your royal battle mage, Lord Errol. The king's face lost all colour. "You miserable worm, no man may threaten me. Neither you, nor that whore, nor that letter will ever see the light of day again. Guards!" The royal guards unsheathed their blades and pressed forwards. As they did so, there was a sudden shimmering of light, and the room was filled with imperial nightblades, led by Prosecus. They had been lurking there for hours, lurking invisibly in the shadows. "In the name of His Imperial Majesty Uriel Septim VII, I arrest you," said Strail. The doors were opened, and the king and queen were led out, heads bowed. Jaina told Prosecus where he would most likely find their son, Prince Cylon. The courtiers and nobles who had been in the audience chamber stared at the strange, solemn procession of their king and queen to their own royal prison. No one said a word. When at last a voice was heard, it startled all. The Lady Julia had arrived at court. "What is happening? Who dares to usurp the authority of the king and queen?" Lord Strail turned to Prosecus. "We would speak with the Lady Julia alone. You know what needs to be done." Prosecus nodded and had the doors to the throne room closed once again. The courtiers pressed it against the wood, straining to hear everything. Though they could not say it, they wanted an explanation almost as much as her lady. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was so disappointing. I thought at least we'd get some kind of Shamalamalan plot twist at the end. I mean, we'll take it. That was definitely not worth however long it took me to read it out loud. That seems to always be the case. If I sit and like read it out loud, it will turn out to be a really long, boring, uneventful book. If I read it in my head, that's when it's gonna. Ooh, ebony closed helm. Ooh, are we gonna get a helmet that's better / cooler than our dinosaur skull? I think better, definitely. Cooler is yet to be seen. 34 for 8 weight. 114? Holy shit. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how it looks. That is awesome. It does look kind of goofy. And I miss seeing our character's face. But I can't turn down that I can't turn down that damage resistance. Respectfully disagree. It was a decent bit of lore. I think I probably need to reread a summary because it was something about Jagar Thorn, from what I remember, is the main bad guy in, is it the very first Elder Scrolls game? Or Elder Scrolls 2? I mean, it can't be Elder Scrolls 3 because we're playing that. But I have absolutely heard that dude's name mentioned. All the other characters, not so much. And I sort of lost track. I know there was Jaina and she like paralyzed a dude, and then there was the king and the queen, and then the Nightblades, and I don't know. I don't know if that's everything in here. I'm very impressed with that helmet. Oh my goodness. I wish there was a way that we could equip things but make them look like other things. Because it doesn't look as good. It doesn't feel like our character. But I can't turn down like triple the damage resistance. Okay, right, let me check before we cast water breathing and all that jazz to get back out again. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay, yes, so we'll now go back. Where was it? Not that way. That way? Is it back to Latterus? Or do we have to do a bit of swimming first? Do we? Oh, we gotta swim this way. Okay. Yeah, that was the door. Okay, perfect. So we'll head on over back to the Latterus area. Right, and I think the second area, the Kefka burial, we did that. That's where we got our chess piece. Kakuna. I don't know that we... Isn't that a Pokemon? A grass-type Pokemon. I don't think we went to Kakuna. I think at that point we'd run out of carry weight. So I think that might be the one right at the top. Then I think we've maybe only got one area left. Oh, and now we can't see, and now we're gonna fall down. Oh, oops. Right, somewhere is... I thought it was literally right at the top. I thought there was like a door off by itself somewhere. That way, maybe? No, that's not a doorway, is it? That's a... more bone meal. Somewhere there is an... Oh, is it there? Or is that the halfway one? Kefka. No, we did Kefka. So we got to go up even more. This way then, maybe? Oh, here we go. Now, before we go in, we'll do a quick rest so that we have our magic back. We are on solid ground. Or does it not count because levitate's still active? There we go. I like, they haven't really had it so far in Morrowind. I know they had some in Oblivion and a lot more in Skyrim. Rather than the books, I like the notes. There's a lot of, say you're in a bandit hideout or something. In Skyrim, you will come across more like notes written, say, between the bandits to each other. And they're not as long or as complex, but they're a lot more real. And don't get me wrong, especially when I was first playing Elder Scrolls and I didn't know any lore at all. It was really good being able to read about the provinces, say, or the religions, or the races, all that basic info that in another game I would have spent a bit of time on Google and found it out. It's nice to be able to learn that stuff from the actual game. But yeah. As much as I like a long read, I'll take a note. I like an audio recording. That's good. But the thing is with those in a game, if it's a book like that, and I'm like, oh shit, what was that character? I can go back a couple pages and then go back where we were. If it's an audio recording, your only choice is to wait to the end and then restart it. And in a game like this with very little voice acting, I guess that's definitely not going to be a thing, is it? I don't know if we missed anything. I think maybe not. No. Right, let's... nope. Let's see if we have anything at the end. And then I think there's only one area left in here. Thank goodness. I can't wait to go... I mean, when we're in a place like this, the draw distance thing doesn't matter. So it actually looks kind of better. Because you can't... I mean, you can just see the same distance in front, but that makes sense here because we're in a cave. When we're in a wide open city and we can only see the first building in front of us, that is maybe a little more immersion breaking. I don't know if Open Morrowind... I think that's one of the things that it fixes. Makes it widescreen and it ups the draw distance. That would be super cool. But let's go. Levitate? I don't know. Is it going to be up more? Everything in this place seems to be vertical. Oh, I can hear combat. I can no longer see the fella, but I assume he is here somewhere. We are taking a lot of damage here. I have no idea if we're aiming in the right place. But I think that, based on that sound, I think there might now be a second enemy also going for us. I can vaguely see some movement, but let's go for this, shall we? Okay, so we got one more skeleton. That is maybe gonna kill us. Okay. Oh no! Okay. Where was our autosave? How far back was it? How frustrated do I need to be? Oh, okay, so... that's not the right one. We were meant to go into... Hang on. I'm going to swap this over for a minute, because I'm going to do some very ugly stretching. And I'm also going to try and see where we have to go now. Because I think it spawned us. I thought it would be the autosave going into the Kakuna bit. But I guess not. I don't know. Or did you? I don't know. Okay, we should be back. Right, let's try and get back on the right track, shall we? Because I called this stream Joining the Tribe, and at this rate we're not even going to finish the blooming dungeon. We are going to have a snooze. Oh, that's not made it any brighter, has it? Because we're inside. Right, so before we do, this is where we're going to go next. But before we go there, we've got to go to the Kakuna. Here we go. Right. I mean, did it save that, like, when we got that book? I can't remember what that... Oh, that one. Mystery of Talara. Is there more in that series? Mystery of Talara. Is there a whole bunch? Oh, bloody hell. What? I mean, yeah, this is maybe why it didn't make so much sense. There are 5 parts, and we read part 4. Okay. Well, I might read that later. I'm not going to read all of those out. Unless somebody specifically wants me to, then I'm more than happy to. But that is something I remember from Skyrim more so than Oblivion. Like that, there would be the books in that tended to be part of a series, so you'd have to find like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 or whatever. So, okay, I maybe don't feel as bad for not completely understanding what the story was going on about then. I feel a little less bad. Right, this is Kakuna, right? So we should have, here we go. Let's go. I haven't had a look at how much weight we're carrying now. We've picked up a few new weapons. Granted, none of them are any better than what we've got. But, oh yeah, we've only got like 30 units. I don't know what to... 30 pounds of weight, 30 kilograms. I don't know. So if we find too much more, we're going to have to do another trip back to Seydonin. This guy should go relatively soon. There we go. Do we have any... No. I mean, we could drop that. That would be 20 extra pounds. Oh, we have... Why are we carrying around some shitty shield? When did we pick that up? Yeah, okay, so we can drop a bunch. I don't know what we're looking for, but there's something here. No. Yeah, we gotta levitate. Yet again. Ooh. We've got a weapon of some variety. A chitin short sword. Okay, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Is that the only thing here? Because that would be a little bit disappointing. Another dead adventurer with a shield we can't pick up. A mummy holding a scroll. We'll take that. Let's have a look up here, shall we? Can we get right up here? Is that a chest? Ooh, that looks promising. Okay, so we have... What do we have here? Bargain fire resistance. Standard... Ooh, that's good. Origin of the Mages Guild. Okay, we'll take it. So let's open up this chest. Honestly, these aren't great. We'll take that one because it's worth a bit. A potion of paralyze. Is that not a poison of paralyze? I don't know. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing, didn't I? Oh. Okay, we've taken all of them. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Could we make a fast portal to the dungeon? Yes, we could. We've got... Where is it? Mark and recall. Right now, I've marked... It's the Urshulaku camp because they're... Annoyingly, there's no Silt Strider or Mages Guild or anything. So if we were trying to get back there, we would have to do that same journey that we took all the way from Seydanine, right here on the south coast, all the way back up here. I think the nearest place is, we haven't been there. Could go to Nissus, which we can fast travel to and from. But, well, fast travel from. But then we'd still have to go over there. And I think that's blocked. I think we'd have to do the thing where we get to the shipwreck and then swim out and past the whatever. So I would, right now, it's, if we go the right direction, it's about a 3-minute walk from the camp to here. Where's... Right, let's keep night eye. Is there... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this is curious. Doesn't seem to be anything here, though. Unless, do we have to levitate up? Oh, I see. Do with resting again. Oh, that looks like something. Small chest. Oh, we'll take some gems. More bone meal. Okay, what do we have here? Devil Cephalopod Helm. Jeez. Spell absorption. And... Ooh. I feel like that's going to look really cool, but even, I mean, on the armor alone, armor rating 9 versus... armor rating 114. I'm sure it does look pretty neat. It makes us kind of look like a xenomorph or something. I mean, it's not a friendly look, is it? Very cool, though. I imagine quite warm. Well, that's this place then, I guess. So I think we now only have the one area. And that's where, I don't know if it's a boss or a chest we have to loot, or I don't know exactly what it's going to be. But because I think we're looking for a bow, aren't we? It's like the family ancestral bow of the war chief of the clan or whatever it is. And we're doing that. He wants his bow back, and then he will allow us to do the trials or whatever it's called, that determines whether we are the never ever everine or if we are tripping. So it's Juno, I think. Okay, so not that one. Don't want to take a tumble. This way. This way? Nope, that's where we came from. Oh, is it over here? I think. Yes. We can. Okay. Juno Burial. Oh, and we have an advert coming up. So I will go ahead and pause when Seri tells me that started. Which I know you're probably supposed to carry on, right? Because that encourages people to subscribe or whatever. But fuck that. Yeah, we'll hang on. And we are back. Come on, just give up. Return to the afterlife from whence you came and leave us your bone meal. Thank you. Okay. So, I think, yeah, this is now the furthest we've been. So I'm hoping we don't come across some really cool but really heavy loot. Like, it would be really cool, but it would also be really annoying. Okay. think we're going the right way. I want to make sure because I feel like we've come across some pretty awesome loot so far. Probably makes sense that there would be some that's equally as awesome, if not more awesome, in the final area. I don't know. But I don't know if the awesome factor is taken up by the fact that it's the quest item. Hoping that's not the case. Oh, I love the music in this so much. Oh, did I hear some kind of movement? I can defo hear something. Don't know if it's going to be another skeleton or a bone lord or one of those freaky things. Oh, here we go. Just seems to be one skeleton dude, though. Okay. 4 bone meal. We're getting a bunch more bone meal, aren't we? We dropped 60 off back at the shack. We've now picked up another 25, 6, 7, 8. Got nearly 30 more. Okay. Oh, something's going for us. Ah! Ah! Feel like the lightning did a lot of the heavy lifting there. Mm, 3 more bone meal for the pile. I am not seeing anyone with some kind of ancestral bow, though. An iron saber? I mean, we did nearly miss that, but that's not even worth taking. What about over here? Netch leather? Nope. We'll take that something to do with lockpicking. Our lockpicking right now, I think, is about level 5 out of 100. We've never lockpicked. Because I think, weirdly, it's an intelligence skill, which is a bit unusual. Yes, security 7. I can still hear something down here making noises. There's something here is not at rest. I think it's going to be our job to help it pass to the other side with the power of our spears. Where, I swear I saw a ghost. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's magic in us. I guess this time we actually are ghost busting. Until now it's been... I called... I think it was maybe the last Morrowind stream. I think I called it something to do with Ghostbusters. And then we never ended up doing any ghost busting. It was just skeleton busting. Here we go. The Bone Biter Bow of Saul Senepool. I think that's what we're looking for. So I guess we just defeated the dude's, the ghost of the chief's dad. Is that something up there? So one annoying thing about the way they're designed in Morrowind, in Oblivion it was better, in Skyrim it was a million times better. They kind of tied in, like, okay, so you go that route to the end of the dungeon, you do a big fight at the end, and there will be some kind of shortcut that you can then access that brings you out right at the start, so that you don't have to do what I think we're going to have to do, which is just backtrack. Which it's not the end of the world. And frankly, it's really not that big a deal. But it's one of those quality of life improvements that I am missing right now. Yeah, in this, it's just like, okay, well, you're done now. Back you go. I don't think there's anything else anywhere, is there? I definitely don't think there's a... Maybe is that a way we can go? That maybe looks like something. Or is this... Yeah, this is the way we came. Okay. In that case, I vote that we just go full speed out of here. I definitely can't see a switch or something that we'd press and it would unlock it. First yawn of the night. I am accidentally making clickbait titles, I guess. It's usually because, so like, say last night's Dark Souls stream, it was our second stream facing the boss called the Bed of Chaos. So I said, okay, well, we'll call this stream, rather than beginner versus the Bed of Chaos, beginner beats the Bed of Chaos. And that's all well and good, because we did defeat the Bed of Chaos. But there have been streams where I've said, oh, we're going to beat that, because it's our second stream trying to do it. And then we haven't done it. So then I have to go for, like, beginner tries again to beat the... It's never quite as good. Oh, God. The yawns are coming thick and fast now. I never meant to start calling all the streams beginner does something. But it just, I don't know. It's familiar, so I don't have to think as much. And I can just... Because when I started, I'd call it, like, I'd give it a title and then do brackets first playthrough. Because I feel like that's quite important information. But I feel like it's implied, if you say beginner, it's implied it's your first playthrough. So, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we definitely could have handled that better. But I suppose it was a quick way down to the ground floor. Can we... Oh, where do we go now? I am going to be so glad to get out of here. I never thought I'd be glad to be schlepping across the world with no sprint button, but I would happily take that right now. Anywhere that isn't a slightly moist, dark cavern. Right, I think... Do we have to go out of this bit? Is that where we came from? I think this is maybe the right way. I appreciate it. And yes, there is no daylight yet. But I'd say we're about 10 minutes away. I know tonight's stream didn't end up being a long one, so I still owe you a long stream. Which again I will aim to do tomorrow, but I aim to do it today, and I also aim to do it yesterday. And it hasn't happened. But I will try. Every day that I miss not doing it, then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try even harder. Oh, okay, this is not great. I thought we were going to be leaving. Not facing more blimmin' skeletons and ghosties. If anything, we're going the wrong way if we're coming across more enemies. Yeah, that thing can only be killed by silver, if I'm remembering correctly. Although I think it might have... Oh, yeah, it's gone. Okay. Was it this way? We've got another dead adventurer. I don't think we've seen this guy, because we would have taken all of this. Another lot of orcish boots. Ooh. I mean, that we'll take that. But that's gloves, right? A bracer, that's armor. In which case, I think it's going to be better. 38 rather than 34 for 5 times the... kind of not so much, actually. But we will still take it. We will still take it. See, if we didn't pick up all those shitty potion, I mean, we'll use that one and now we're good. Okay. I thought this was the way out, but this is not looking like it's the way out. It's definitely not looking like the way we came from. This looks like maybe something new. A bone mold helm, bone mold tower shield. I think we've come across that. I don't feel guilty. I feel disappointed in myself, is probably the way I describe it. Not in any not really in any unhealthy way. It's... I mean, as soon as I start trying to explain the anxious way of thinking, you see quite clearly that it doesn't make logical sense. That's kind of how it works. Night Eye. How do we leave? I mean, we could... Thinking about it, we could actually just recall out of here. And it would, I think, take us straight to the Urshulaku camp. Which is where we're going anyway. Let's do that. Why did I not think about that? I blame myself for not thinking about that. Here we go. So, yeah, let's put down the big sword. We don't need to show off. Right, and one of these is the guy we're supposed to find. I don't know. Sol Matul is who we're looking for. I think he was in one of these main tents. The Ashcan, he's the Ashcan, I think. So this one. Yes, right. I will save before we do this. Because this is going to be a story moment, I think. I mean, we're not going to spell his name right, are we? Solmatul. Okay. So, Outlander, have you completed the initiation rite? Yes, we have, good sir. We have the thing for you. This is my father's bonebiter bow. You have completed the initiation rite. I name you Joshua, clan friend of the Ashlanders. Keep my father's bow and bear it with honor. You are a friend of our tribe and may rest in any Urshalaku bed, but do not harm other tribe members or take their things. And now I will fulfill my other promise. Go to the wise woman's yurt, and Nabani Mesa shall examine you and test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. Okay, result. I didn't actually look at what the bow is like. Yeah, we've read that before. I don't know if there's... I don't know if this guy is going to give us any info. Yeah. Because we've now got the go-ahead to speak to the wise woman who is in one of these other ones. Zabamund, I think, is the guy that we had to convince to let us talk to them. You have no... We do have standing. Thank you. We've just spent 2 entire streams making sure that we have the standing. So less of the sass, thank you. We are, what was it? Clan friend of the Ashlanders now. We are officially welcome here. Not seeing Nabani Mesa anywhere, though. Carapley? Nope. Nabani Mesa. What about this one? Nope. Wait, she's not in here, is she? No. Where's... We found her once and spoke to her and she said, like, yeah, come back when you've helped the dude. I mean, it's one of them. I assume it's her name. Oh, here we go. Wise Woman's Yurt. This is what we're looking for. Nabani Mesa. So, they've told me of you, Outlander, or shall I say, clan friend. You are hard-headed and ignorant, but perhaps it is not your fault. My Lord Ashcan says you will ask me about the Nerevarine prophecies. He also says I will test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. I must do as my Lord Ashcan says. So ask your questions and I will test you. Oh, is this going to be like a quiz or something? Surely it's not going to be like a... like... It's gonna be a fetch quest or something. Maybe we'll get some info and we'll have to check somewhere out. That's the same. Here we go. There are many Nerevarine prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspect and uncertain parents, the moon and star, sleepers, 7 curses, the curse's bane, the prophecy of the stranger, the prophecy of the 7 visions, the lost prophecies. Is that all stuff that we've got to, like, fulfill? That's a bit more involved. Ask me any of these things. If you are patient, if you would be wise, or if you are impatient to know, just ask. Do I pass the test of the Nerevarine prophecies? Go ahead, Outlander. I mean, I feel like that's maybe the test. If we ask all of them, or if we just go, do I pass? If what you say is true, you are indeed born on a certain day of uncertain parents. This is part of the prophecy. But many have the same birthday, and many are not sure of their parents. It is interesting, but it does not make you the Nerevarine. Okay. Disturbing dreams. Yes, we've been having strange dreams. The Sharmat Dagoth speaks to you in the voice of prophecy. He curses the 3 betrayers, the 3 false gods, Vivek, Almalexia, Sothasil. He calls you to drive the Outlander. Yeah, we're not doing that. We are definitely not doing that. This is a very strong dream, very cunning, a dream to stir hearts. This is a very good lie. He called you Nerevar, and the dream of the Nerevarine is very strong and very dangerous for you and for all my people. There are Nerevarine prophecies that have been lost, the 7 curses and others. Some are forgotten, some hidden, some deliberately lost. The wise women are the memory of the Velothi people. But it is a faulty memory, and we are mortal, and our knowledge dies with us. But we hear that the dissident priests of the temple study our Nerevarine prophecies and record them in books. Such written words never die. You must go to them and ask for these books and bring what you find to me. Okay, so predictably, a fetch quest. Which I will add to the notes. Yeah, that's the same. You've seen that. 7 curses. It is another Ashlander prophecy of the Nerevarine. It is called the 7 curses of the Sharmat, but I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows, but is keeping it secret. Perhaps it is in one of those many books of your settled peoples. I have heard that the dissident priests of the temple may have such books. So again, we are looking for books from the dissident priests. Sleepers. Rumours say that in the towns, mad cultists called Sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth has awakened and will drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. Perhaps it is just a coincidence, but I think it's a sign of the Nerevarine. Not necessarily a sign that you are the Nerevarine. Perhaps the time of the Nerevarine has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have some part to play in the coming of the Nerevarine. Take a shot for every time you say Nerevarine. Don't. I haven't had a drink in like 4.5 years. 3.5. Shit, let me check. nearly 3.5. So, probably no one would take that seriously. I'm not saying, like, do that. Swamp Feet, no, that's nothing to do with us. The Moon and Star. Legend says Induril Nerevar's family standard bore the Moon and Star. Well, I mean, I have my very first tattoo. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Is here, and it's a moon and the sun. So the sun is a star. I guess that means we do that, right? Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Nerevarine, and you do not have this mark, so you are not the Nerevarine. 7 Visions. The full title of the prophecy is The 7 Visions of 7 Trials of the Incarnate. Listen, and I will tell you the verses. Crumbs. What he puts his hand to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. On a certain day to uncertain parents, incarnate moon and star are born. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. Don't know how we pronounce that. A stranger's hand unites the Velothi. 4 tribes call him Nerevarine. He honours blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. His mercy frees the cursed false gods, binds the broken, redeems the mad. He speaks the law for Veloth's people. He speaks for their land and names them great. What does this prophecy mean? It tells us who the Nerevarine will be, and the trials he must undergo before he fulfills his destiny. Some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best I can, but I cannot pretend to understand it all. Oh, crumbs, is that more stuff? The blight disease corpus. Perhaps the Nerevarine can heal this disease. Perhaps that will be a sign of the Nerevarine. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Let's go from the bottom, shall we? See what we've missed. 3rd trial. Shrine to Azura. Do not ask. I mean, how do we get her to tell me? The Stranger. When earth is sundered and skies choked black, and sleep has served the 7 curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed beneath moon and star. Though stark born to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him, prophets speak, but all deny. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate, the curse's bane. Many touchstones try the stranger. Many fall, but one remains. Okay. No, you don't need to tell us that again. We've sat through that once. The Moon and Star we've done. Swamp Fever done. Solstheim done. Sleepers done. 6th trial. The Tribe Unmourned. The Dwemer. Ooh. I wonder if we're going to find out more about the Dwemer. I hope that's the case. The cursed false gods must be the tribunal. They are surely false gods, evil sorcerers and necromancers, and they murdered Nerevar so they might set themselves up as gods. Binds the broken must refer to Nerevar's broken promise to the Ashlanders to honour the ways of the spirits and rights of the land. Okay, 7 curses. That's books. Corpus. one destiny. Velothi's people are the Dunmer. So do we... I get the feeling we're going to have to, like, unite a whole bunch of people. Right? Hortator is a war leader chosen when Dummer great houses must put aside their normal feuds to unite against a common enemy. Okay. Birth sign. The 4 tribes of Vardenfell. Okay. So I feel like maybe we'd have to... we're going to have to unite the great houses and maybe join one of them. Unite the 4 tribes. I guess maybe not unite the factions like the mages guilds and that stuff. Right, I think that's everything. So, shall we say, do we pass the test? You are not the Nerevarine. You are one who may become the Nerevarine. It is a puzzle and a hard one, but you have found some of the pieces, and you may yet find more. Do you choose to be the Nerevarine? Then seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will be your guide. And take these copies of The Stranger and the 7 Visions. Now, I have told you all I know. Go. Think on what I've told you, and do what must be done. So we gotta find those books, right? Find the dissident priests. I guess maybe if we go back to Caius, he will probably point us in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll be going around checking the books from everyone. But I don't know. Seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Maybe join the temple then? Maybe. Oh, now it's time to report back to Caius. Okay. What were they? The Stranger and something else. The Stranger. Oh, it's just the copy of the prophecies. Okay. In that case, I think we're good to go back to Balmora and check in with Caius. Tell him what we've learned, which is not... We've learned a lot, but we've also not really learned much, for definite. But at least we're done with the Urshlaku camp, and I did not do a clickbait title because we have joined the tribe. Or at least we are clan friend, or whatever it was called. So we've achieved what I wanted to in tonight's stream. Oh, and now we're being attacked by cliff racers. Once more. What does the fancy bow that the dude gave us? Damage agility. I mean, we do seem to be missing, but I don't think that's necessarily the bow's fault. Although we do have max stamina and are still missing. Shall we try summoning one? See if that does better. First shot, okay. 2 to 50 versus 1 to 20. Okay, maybe that's why. Oh god, there's more bloody cliff racers coming. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, friends. Thank you so much to anyone and everyone that stopped by. It really does mean the world to me. I've had another wonderful time streaming. I always do. I'm always nervous and anxious, even now. But as soon as we get going, I love doing it. It's when I'm my happiest. So thank you for giving me the space to be me. I think if I was putting on a persona or something, or trying to be professional, I wouldn't have a good time. And I'd probably end up... yeah, we don't need to go into that. I will be back streaming tomorrow, as always. And I'll be posting clips, again, as always. Hopefully we'll be doing a big long stream tomorrow. Touch wood and double fingers crossed. But we'll be streaming one way or another regardless. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, or a wonderful start to your day, whatever it might be. And take care. Take care. Don't you dare go hollow. Don't you dare go hollow. I love you. Rest of your time. I don't know it is wherever you might be.